Economic empowerment is an issue in general in our country. Today we're going to narrow it down to the economic empowerment of women. Women head up many a household. So if you empower a woman, you feed a whole family. Njengabantu besifazane, kumele sithathe ownership of our own economic empowerment on every level in our communities, from the boardroom to the township, from informal settlements to emakhaya.
Le hono mo go Talk SA re bolela ka economic empowerment ya basadi. Re bolela le Vonani Boni yo ana go le magazine wa go khatlisha wa basadi. Gape re bolela le mosadi wa go dula gae Sphiwe Msiza le moithuti wa university Nomsa Mathula. Mafellong re bolela le mme wa go ba le kgwebo ya go rekisha strateng Mama Moli Dlangalala. Dula le rena.
Kumele ube nesmile and ube nothando. Ungathandi imali kuphela.
Motho ke interviewing Nelly Vonani Boni. Hona je o etsa dintho tse ngata tse makatsang. O dula kwa go range farm mo re dulang teng. And then motho go hore ka mkho na leng ka teng na no khona mbona hore from when a leng ko teng from mo a leng ko teng hona je ke success. Ka mkho qedileng ka teng o qedile ka o sokola. Ha bona o sitswe ke mme o se ho sna ntate and le heso na ha ona ntate ke mme fela re shebileng. Jwanong ho bonang ho ena hore motho o wa khona ho etsa phapang mo ka ntle le nna ke a e bona le nna nka khona hore ke be ki tshwanelene hona je o statile business ya hae a etsa di magazine e ki statile ki rekisa ka di one by one and or a etse magazine eo ho batlile tjhelete ngata and o ila sebetsa ko Theta FM jalo mtho jalo ho nna wila ke la ka bona hore from mo o leng teng ha ona taba hore o tswa kae kapa o mang mara ntwe e bohlokwa haholo go o ya kae and then ntho e wena o e batlang ke eng.
Re tšaleto la go ya Orange Farm tulo e sa hlokang dinyakwa tše ntši ntlenyana ga Johannesburg go kopana le Vonani mosadi yo a hlabollang setšhaba ka kampani ya gagwe. Successful Women magazine e hlabolla le go matlafatša bomme ba mo Afrika Borwa. Re kopana le ena radio stationeng ya tikologo ya gago mo a gašang lenaneo beke ka beke go leka o kanafatša maphelo a baswa.
So siyabonga ku-Talk SA.
Nakhensa kuba mini inviting.
Cela usitshele ukuthi i-magazine yakho when did you start it and why?
Nisungule Successful Women magazine in late 2011 but we launched in 2012 July. The purpose of the magazine is to empower ordinary women who are doing extraordinary things. So my magazine speaks to women about low LSM, but who are in business, who aspire to get into business, or who are young professionals or aspire to be young professionals. Yeah.
And are you achieving your goals?
So Swani, we are really getting there. We are really getting, because when I started, I didn't have a bigger team. So some of the targets and some of the things that we aimed at achieving were a bit impossible to achieve. But now with the team that we have, we're able to do so much that we've planned, and we're able to get our women to make entrepreneurship to be a lifestyle, not something that they just do because, you know, they need to provide for their families.
What are some of the challenges that you face?
Finance, you know, because one of the things is, you know how our media works. You know, media is very expensive. To print a magazine, just printing is very costly. And being from a certain community also a disadvantage in a way, because when you approach financial institutions, they look at where you come from. They look at your age. They, you know, and as a young person, I'm a risk because I'm buying a sport car instead of investing in the business and all those things. So raising money was a bit of a challenge, but right now we are working with a couple of other people who are assisting us. And I think the brand has shown that there is a need for a publication and people now are buying into the concept of the magazine. So it's becoming much easier now. Because even our readers, we increased from 3,000 copies to 10,000 copies.
Nice.
And right now, our demand is not just about Gauteng. We in other provinces as well. From hand selling umuntu no muntu, because we didn't have retailing space. Now we have some family stores that we distribute our magazines to. So people are really buying into the concept now.
Do you think that women are as entrepreneurial as men?
As women, Hiranda reassurance, you know, before you do something, you need somebody to affirm, you can do it. So with women, we need more support and more encouragement, because really the business world is not as easy as we would like to think, and you need to have thick skin to be able to survive in business. And most women, we're too fragile. You know, one no, you break apart.
Now, in 2014, in the new South Africa, isasekhona yini indawo for abantu besimame to be house moms and to stay at home?
No, there isn't, because even things are more expensive. So, malile ingenako, you need to get as much money to come home, because things are expensive, you know, and you need the other person as well to be to so that the cash flow at home can be able to balance.
So tell us about the future of the magazine. What is in store for us in terms of successful women, and as well as yourself, what is in store for us in terms of what your next projects are?
I do so many things. We as I mentioned, Kore magazine is not just a read wow magazine. We want entrepreneurship to be a lifestyle. So I have the radio slots in different community radio stations. That's the extension of the magazine. So everything that we have discussed in the publication, we go into detail with it on the radio shows. Wonderful. So it creates a bigger market for us. Teta FM, we're still talking about our entrepreneurships, and today we're talking about our cooperatives, and men start buying our magazine as well. We also like Teta, that's where I do one of the radio shows. And growing with my team, I have a team of 40, and just growing with them and changing the world for the better.
Hi, Siyabonga Sisi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Go boyeng ga rena re bolela le moithuti wa university Nomsa Mathula le mme wa go dula gae SPM Caesar ba batlo re botšago ka leto la bona bjalo ka basadi ba mo Afrika Borwa le gore ba bona bjang taba ya economic empowerment ya bomme se fela.
Without education, like you cannot press the button, you cannot do anything.
SPM Caesar ona le mbana ba babedi. Motho wa mosadi ha na le bana o na le maikarabelo a hlokomele bana bao. Ho na le di challenges tse a hlakanang le tsona, hobane ho tlo tholahala hore bana ba batla ntho tsena kaofela, and bothata ke hore ba batla ho mme, and mme ha ana tjhelete ha sebetse. Mara ha se re shebisisa hantle ke hore ntate o teng le tjhelete e teng ho ntate, empa ntho e batlalang haholo ke mme le ho hlokomela bana. Jwanong tjhelete eo e tlo tswa ho ntate e ye ho mme, mme e be ena e sebedisang tjhelete hore a hlokomele lelapa kaofela. Jwanong ntho ke bone mhlaka kaofela ke hore mme motho wa mosadi o bohlokwa haholo ko lelapeng le setjhaba kaofela, ba ntho ngwe le ngwe shebile motho wa mme.
Re sepetse gape go kopana le SPM Caesar. Yena ke mme yo a dula go gae. O tlo re tlhalosetsa ka gore o kgethile bjang go emisha career ya gago gore a kgone go godisha bana ba gago.
So Spirit, I'm going to talk essay.
Oh no, ke a leboga aya le nna ke thabela go bona ka jeno.
Cela usitshele ukuthi kungani ukuthi usithathile isinqumo sokuthi uhlale ekhaya ukhulise izingane.
Like ke bone go le botlhokwa gore as mme ke khone gore ke be le nako ya go godisa bana. I mean, it's a required gore bo mme ba gona ba nong like they're working women, they're business women, you know, women empowerment, you know. But I felt gore like for nna go botlhokwa gore ke ba godise bana ba, like just gore ke ba fe lorato, and this early stage, you know, ha ba setse ba lo banyane go easy gore motho a ka ba godisa sentle, o ba rute molao, you know, morals and values, you know. And it's a challenge, but yeah, I enjoy.
Bakhona abantu bakholelwa ukuthi uma umuntu wesifazane osekhaya obheke ikhaya nezingane, sometimes it opens you up ukuthi ube abused ngoba kuba sengathi abantu besilisa bane power over wena. Ucabangani ngalokho?
I think ntho e botlhokwa ke communication between wena le partner ya gago. So well, I can say I'm blessed to have a man like the men that I have in my life, because we ra boledisana. Yes, sometimes, you know, we don't agree because, you know, chelete, you know, but we always find a way, like, you know, where we can sit down and, you know, and sometimes we feel like, you know, like, you know, but I guess they teach you as a woman or be grounded and just to understand your place, your position as a woman as well, you know, because first and foremost, like, you are a mother or me, and then okaba mosadi, you know, and then so the rest of the things can follow.
And then bese kuba khona the other part of the coin where abantu besifazane aba economically empowered kuba sengathi nabo basezingeni elifana nomuntu wesilisa kube, you know, 50-50 and stuff like that. When ucabangani ngalokho?
Hole mosadi ole mme, there's certain things telling hore motho wa monna can't do, and at the same time le nna ke le mme gona le tseng telling hore I cannot get it ka ntle le motho wa monna. So for nna ke gore zame go thola balance between, you know, being between a man and a woman, you know. So when there's balance and when we understand the positions that on who easy gore communicate. So for me 50-50, it's about time that women has to be empowered, like basadi ba tlamele, you know, le bona ba plug into the economy of our country. But at the same time, I think it is very important to also acknowledge what is your position, what is your key role as motho wa mosadi, as a mother, you know.
So shilo ukuthi okwamanje usekhaya nezingane, so izingane maseyikhulile athina ama plans akho for your career yakho?
Yes, ke tlo godisa bana as soon as bana ba gola. I think I'm going to go back into the industry because that's my passion. Also, like, just to have my own company as a woman, you know, and where we can collaborate with different women, and do a lot of projects. I think it will be nice for us as women to show men that, you know, we can do it.
Oh, siyabonga Sifebe, kumnandi ukuxoxa nawe.
Nomsamathula and ntho e kentseng go ke mokgetho ko bani ke ngwana sekolo empa bothata ko hore a gona go qeta dithuto tsa hae ka hobane as tšhelete na sna yona o sebetsa ko psych mosebetsi o wa hae o a o etsang o nkgahlile haholo hobane ne ke bona hore ke motho o motjha o batla ho etsa phapang ka bophelo ba hae le batho ba dulang ka hara le ka ga sebaka se a dulang ka hara sona. Ntho a etsang e ntle haholo hobane ha dula fatshe empa o eme ka manto a hae a re mme sekolo ke so ke tlo qeta ende ke tlo sebetsa ke thole tšhelete e ke tholang ke tlo e beya hore ke qete dithuto tsa ka.
So sisi siyabamkela kwi Talk SA.
Ngiyabonga ngamkelwa yini.
And as a young woman, what is your take on economic empowerment of abantu besimame?
I'll say women are given opportunity to be leaders these days, because looking at different organizations, we're having like women who can be CEOs, who can be project managers, you know, of the companies.
So you think that education does it play a part in economic empowerment yabantu besimame?
Trust me, it does. Without education, like, you know one, you cannot press the button. You cannot do anything. So for you to be empowered, you gotta educate yourself. You gotta be informed. Yeah.
I guess khulume ngama sugar dad. What do you think about indaba yama sugar dad? Have you ever seen it happen?
with the sugar daddy, or should I say sugar woman sometimes, because we have lesbians now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an easiest way out, more especially when you're a student. I mean, it's funny training. Like, you want to be sexy, you want to look good, you need to buy a textbook, you have to pay for accommodation, others you know. So the issue of sugar daddies, they come in handy. There is, like, it's huge, more especially to varsity students. I don't want to lie. Like, I don't want to lie. It is there. It is happening. Like, it's even usual now. In Pilakona, like, it's trial.
And Maltabanga, do you think abantu besimame should use their sexuality in order to get promoted or to just get ahead in Bilwing?
No. There's nothing right about it.
Haige siyabonga sisibeke mnandi xoxa nawe.
go beng ga rena re bolela le Mama Dolly Dlangalala wa go tswa Orange Farm yo a rekišang sela le sela strateng se felo.
Kumele ube nesmile and ube nothando, ungathandi imali kuphela.
Ke mang Deputy President ya mosadi ya mathomo mo Afrika Borwa? Ana ke Jill Marcus goba Naledi Pandor goba Phumzile Mlambo Ngcuka? Karabo ke Phumzile Mlambo Ngcuka.
Siyamukela kwi-Talk SA mama.
Namgelekile. Ngiyalamukela nami.
Uma ngithi kuwena economic empowerment of women, ucabangani?
Uyazi nje mengisezwe nje mntana legama elithi nje economic yabantu besifazane. Mina nje ngicabanga ngemali ukuthi izokhushulwa ibusiness lami likhule lisuke la ngikhona liye endaweni ethe ukuthi uyabona. Yeah. So yonke into engicabangayo leyo. Nokuthi ke ishishini lami phela lazi njengobona nje mntana ngisebenzela phansi kanje. Ngidinga empowerishwa like ithende, itafula, all those stuffs.
Wena mama, mawuzizwa uzibona u-empowered na?
Luthela ngidayisela phandle nginje ngenalo nethende, ngenalo netafula. I-dust into zami ziyangcola kumanje kuzofika i-dust uyayibona into enjalo angikho empowered at all. Hey.
1906 ngiqala ukuthengisa ngathengisa umtutu ulanda ePretoria qala ukuthengisa ifish la eGoli 2000 but ukudayisa ngingadayisa before eDurban.
Ngiphila ngegrant ungathembeli egrantini ngithwithola nayo bekhona okuncane okwenzayo okuzofaka isinko sabantwana.
Imapha ama-challenges obhekane nawo?
Ipoint yokuqala nje lana kusemgwaqeni kune-dust, impahla ziyangcola, kuza imvula, into zami zoba amanzi, ngimoshakalelwe istoko. Kanti enye futhi i-challenge enkulu nayiphela imall iyavulwa. Yebo sijabulele yona mntanami. Kodwa manje ama-customer wami asazobaleka ayothenga emall ngingathola ama-customer. Kanti enye futhi i-challenges esinayo ama-Ethiopians ayasilandele lokushini nawo azodayisa la sidayisa khona. That's a big challenge.
So ikusasa lakho nomndeni wakho ubona ukuthi injani?
Yes, ikusasa likhona because angiceli impuphu kamakhelwane. Yabona ke yinto engiyithokozelayo leyo. And then siyaphila nje thenga isinkwa to buy bread and sugar and tea, then impilo yaqhubeka, the life goes on.
Absolutely. Njengomama, yini into esemqoka kuwena?
Uyazi into engifisela abantwana bami ukuthi abantwana bami bafunde. Bangafani nami bathengisa emgwaqeni. Akumnandanga yazi ukuthengisa, especially mokuchange ama-seasons. So kumnandi kona, ngiyakuthanda, ngiyaku-enjoya, but bona angifuni ukuthi bafane nami. You understand? Ngifuna bafunde. okubaleka ukuthi bafunde benze into engcono kunale yenziwa yimina.
And yazi mama, ngithanda umoya wakho, energy yakho.
Alright.
Yini ekugcinayo ukuthi ube so positive ngoba umuntu positive, umuntu motivated.
Uyazini baby? Nalela ngithengisela khona angithengisi la kuphela ne. Ngithengisa nase taxi rank. Orange Farm extension 2. Bayazi ngihlala ngizihlekela nje ukuthi yazi ngisebenza ngomuntu impoint yokuqala. Kumele ube nesmile and ube nothando. Ungathanda imali kuphela. Thanda nabathengi bakho. So le nto le ikwenza ukuthi nawe ujabulele umsebenzi wakho uthande. Umsebenzi wami ngiyawuthanda mina. Ngiyakuthanda ukuthengisa nje ngiyakuthanda.
Hayi siyabonga mama bekumnandi impela ukuxoxa nawe.
Memoli ke mme o moholo o na le mbana o ithekisetsang ka ntle. Ke le ka bana le thasello eo ya hore ke batla mme o rekisang o strateng for bana ba hae le motse wa hae. O re ho nna o itseng ngwanaka ka mokgo ke leng ka teng ke mme ke na le bana ba 3. Monna wa ka na nsihi gale ka dintwa o tsebe gore monna ka ne le na sebetsang ha ona motho tlo nthusang ka ntho tse ke di hlokang le bana ba ka. Betse ntho tse mme o nantsa di bua go re le na di kentse tsa gore bo mme ka mo kantle ba khona hore ba bena le sebete sa hore ba rekise diphahlo le dintho tse ka mo strateng.
Njengoba behlezi besho wathinta umfazi wathinta imbokodo. As women we are powerful beyond measure, and it's us that can make South Africa a better place. And we can do this by simply empowering and uplifting each other. An empowered woman can take care of a child, and when the children are taken care of, the nation is at peace. Hayi uma uphakamisa umuntu wesifazane uphakamisa isizwe. Osekudingakeleke manje ukuthi omakhalwane nabo baphakamise izandla benze lokho abakwazi ukuthi bakwenze, no matter how small the contribution, because every little bit counts. Sekuphelile ukuthi kwanamhlanje masihlangane futhi kule sonto elizayo. And if you miss us during the week, haribuwenko on Facebook and on Twitter @TalkSA. Until next week, lat on Sprat asikhulumeni. Let's keep talking SA.
Ka rata hore ke ka leboha batho ba ko SABC 2 le SABC Education ha mmoho le Talk SA for metla ba mphileng ona ba phitsa ba ntse ba thusa batho ba bang ba ntse ba eletsa ka ditho tse ka fela tse etsahalang.